Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. It's currently 8:33 in the morning. I am getting ready to go into work pretty soon. But I had to stop here at McDonald's and get me some breakfast because I am starving. So today is actually day 11 of Vlogmas. And don't mind the dust on my car. I'm in my truck today, and it's like a goddamn work truck in here because my husband uses it for work, and now there's dust everywhere and it stinks in here. So love that for me. Plans. Do I have any plans today? I have a little bit. I am gonna continue to listen to Boy Named Christmas by Matt Haig. I will tell you guys a little bit about this one here in a minute, whenever I'm like settled, parked somewhere. Also, my daughter has a choir concert today, a little Christmas choir concert that we'll be going to later on this evening. And then hopefully later on, before we all go to bed, we can end our night off with some ugly Christmas sweater creations. I bought this little kit where you can make little ugly Christmas sweater ornaments, so I'm excited for that. But I do have to get some glue for that because I doubt I have any glue at home. So I might stop at the Dollar Tree before I actually go home when I get out of work. So there's that. Anything else that I feel like we might be doing? I think while we're creating our little ugly Christmas sweaters, I'm gonna set up in the living room with my son so we can watch The Grinch, because that was one of his absolute favorite movies to watch when he was a baby. I kid you not, we used to watch this freaking movie from morning till nighttime every single day. And I think it was like a couple months that we did this, even like not even around the holidays. We were always watching The Grinch because that's all he wanted to ever watch from the moment he woke up throughout the entire day, and that's what he had to fall asleep to at night. So when I tell you we used to watch this movie back to back to back to back, we watched it exactly like that until he discovered the SpongeBob Christmas movie, and then we jumped from The Grinch to SpongeBob every single day. So yeah, I'm gonna watch The Grinch with him because even though we watched it so many times, like, I love that movie. That's a classic. Jim Carrey is so iconic. I love The Grinch movie as well. So I'm gonna try and see if he wants to watch that with me while we're creating our little ornaments, and see if our girls want to watch that as well with us. But if not, for sure me and him will sit there and watch it while we make our little ornaments. But that's all I really have planned for today. That's what the plan is. I'm not too sure if that's what's gonna happen, since my daughter's choir concert is a little later. I think it starts at 7. Yeah, it starts at 7 in the evening, and then after her little choir concert thing, she'll have a little party, like a little after party with her little classmates and all that. So I probably won't be getting home till close to 8. And it's a good thing that this time their little performance is going to be at a closer school. It's like literally 5 minutes from us, so I like that. But that's all I can think of right now. I'm fixing to just get my food, sorry, and then go find a spot to sit and eat and listen to a little bit of the book, and then head into work. So that's it for this update, you guys. Good morning, and I will see you guys after work. All right, real quick before I have to go into work, because it's almost that time for me to go in. Oh my gosh, I'm like still not feeling it today. But anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the book that I started yesterday. I just listened to a little bit more while I was eating. So now I am on page 98. So it's about a little 11-year-old boy named Nicholas who lives in a small little village in Finland with his father. His mother died, and I want to say of like a very like bad accident, so he just lives alone with his dad. One day there was this hunter that went over to their house and knocked on the door, and needed to speak with the father about going on a journey with him. And the father was kind of like not understanding why the hunter would want him when he has like no hunting abilities. Like, that's just not what he does. But I guess the hunter saw something in the father and had asked like, hey, can you go on this journey with me? The king would like for us to go and find the land of the elves. So and then also he was bribed with money, and Nicholas and his father are not really well off. They are poor, so when he hears the whole money situation, he knows that this is something that he could do for the money, so that way him and Nicholas can have a better life. So he decides to go ahead and agree on going on this journey and finding the elves. Nicholas doesn't think that this is a good idea because there have been stories of people going towards where they think the elves live, which is like towards the north. They go and people never come back. So he doesn't like the idea of his father leaving. And then also he can't go with his dad, so he'll be without his dad for a couple months. That's what the plan was. But his father stays longer than expected. So this is when Nicholas decides to try and take on the journey on going to find his father. So that's where I'm at. So far, I'm actually really enjoying it. There's a lot more going into the story that's going on in the story. But I don't want to say too much because I did send this book to Allie and Jazz for Christmas. And I want them to maybe pick it up and enjoy it for themselves without being spoiled. But I am actually really enjoying it. There is already a character in this book that I do not like, and I hope this character dies a slow and painful death, because they deserve it. And if you ever read this book, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so far I'm actually really enjoying this middle grade. That's a big deal because you guys already know I'm not a big fan of middle grade, but I'm actually really enjoying this book a lot. So I can't wait to continue to read it later on this evening. Hopefully I can read this later on this evening, so I can hopefully finish it. I might, if I do finish it, I might pick up the second book that I have to it, but who knows, we'll see. But I don't want to get my hopes too high about finishing this book today, but nonetheless, like, I'm enjoying it. Also, I wanted to show you guys this cute little bookmark that Jazz sent me. It's so freaking cute. It's so festive. So I got it in the mail yesterday, and I get emails about like what's going to be delivered in my mailbox. So when I was looking through the emails, I saw that I was getting an envelope, and it was addressed to Christina the Sugar Plum Fairy, and I freaked out. I was like, what the heck? Like, who would send me something with my Twitter handle? And I don't know why I did not put two and two together so quickly, but I was like confused. Like, I thought I may have sent somebody my information and didn't remember, because even like on the top it said bookmarks and book lines or something like that, like from the company of the person who made the bookmark. So that's why I was thinking, like, did I give somebody my address and completely forgot that they were sending me something? So yeah, I was like kind of worried that I forgot about something. So I ended up asking Jazz, like, hey, did you send me a bookmark? Because I just wanted to make sure, like, I mean, I knew it got sent from somewhere, obviously, but I was just kind of confused that it had like my Twitter handle. So yes, it was Jazz. She did it to be funny, and I, like, after she told me the fact, I was like, yeah, that's pretty clever. I probably would have did the same thing, and it's cute. I like the fact that she used my Twitter handle. It was just I don't want to say weird, because weird is wrong, and I don't want it to sound like I don't want it to sound bad, because I appreciate the thought. It was so cute, and I just wanted to make sure I didn't forget about like ordering something or giving somebody my information. I just didn't want to forget that I did something like that. But it was her. I appreciate it. It was so cute. I love the bookmark. I'm gonna be using it for the remainder of the season, since I'm gonna be reading a lot of Christmassy books. I'm actually gonna move up to another spot. But yeah, that's it for this update. I'm gonna go ahead and park closer to the job and start walking that way so I can clock in. So I'll see you guys later on.